Oh, that was a bubbly one. I can't wait for the comments of this video to be like, that's disgusting. I don't burp. Oh my god, that's such a rude thing to do. Every single time I do it, it's just, there's always someone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5 for today's video. I want to try something. Whoops, I was looking up my screen. I wanted to try a track that you guys have sent me over on the Discord. It's a pretty cool one. Obviously, you can tell by the title of this video or the thumbnail. The Goodwood Festival of Speed Hillclimb is in this game. Someone decided to create it. I also forgot to check these tracks, so there's literally only one of them on this list since the last time that I checked this, so it's fine because not a lot of people send tracks over to me. It's mostly tunes if they do send stuff over, more than tracks, but yeah, I do have one here that I want to try out, and it's not this guy's track, but he said it's a very good recreation, so I should maybe try and give it a shot and see what it's like. I also sent this back in September. That's how long ago I didn't actually check this chat. Anyway, so in today's video I'm going to try the Goodwood Festival of Speed Hillclimb. Also, someone else has sent me a tune for a car, so I'm going to combine the two things together and do both a tune and a track in today's video. Also, I know this is probably getting repetitive, but I promise I'll stop doing it. I am going to be streaming as soon as this video is over, or as soon as this video is live. I should be live right now as you're watching this, playing some Forza Horizon 5 on my stream on twitch.tv/dubsmb. So if you want to go and hang out and check out what I'm doing and all that, feel free to do so, because for the course of November I will be streaming for about half the days of it. And I don't mean like up until the 15th, but I mean like basically like every other day or every few days I will end up streaming this month. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more of a regular thing, because I kind of feel like streaming could be quite fun. I don't know, I'm just in the mood to stream, to be honest with you. That's kind of why I'm streaming right now. But yeah, I'm playing a bunch of different games, not just Forza, CarX, you know, a bunch of other stuff as well. And there's a stream that I have planned that I want to try and do maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll see. But I want to try and speedrun a bunch of games all in one stream, just to see what that's like. So yeah, come and hang out and follow the stream if you haven't already. So anyway, let's just get started with this thing, because I feel like I've been waffling a lot. The intros for these videos feel like they're getting longer and longer. Need to go to Creative Hub, need to go to the Event Lab, need to do this. I need to go back and go back in again. Oh god, this game. Please, thank you. Don't stop recording. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's doing the thing where it stops recording every time. Anyway, here's the share code. 100595276. Boom. Oh, I already know where that is. That is really good. And I'm going to favorite the blueprint, but I'm not actually going to go into it just yet. I actually want to go and check out the tune that someone has sent me. So I'm going to very, very quickly swap over. Okay. There we go. And I have now a tune that I could try. So this guy said he's got another track tune, but I'm welcome to bring it on the Golden Toge. I'll give it a shot. I will try it out. Okay. Well, this was uploaded a few days ago. I was going to bring the Gordon Murray up here, but then I realized that it could be quite fun to try and do a build, or at least get a tune for people to send in. So I really wish there was a better way to do this, because this is just really annoying. Anyway, 382-840-777 is the share code for whatever tune this is. Ooh, okay. Toge is perfect. You know why it's perfect? Is because this is technically what it is. It's basically just a Hillclimb track, like kind of like a mountain pass. I miss driving on this track. If you guys don't know where this track, well, I mean, obviously you know where the track is from, but there is only one other game that I have ever tried, or that I've ever played, that had the Goodwood Festival of Speed Hillclimb in it, and that was Gran Turismo 6, and I loved it. I think that was such a good, I don't even know what I downloaded the tune for. Was it a 599? Pretty sure it was the 599, correct? But there's the GTO. No, I think it is. I think it just is the regular 599. Right? For God's sake. I looked off my screen as I was reading it. I was looking at the tunes that were shared. Okay. Let's just slap this thing on, I guess. Yes, there it is. Boom. Race Special, slick tires, rear wheel drive. It's 728 horsepower, 682 newton meters of torque, weighs 1,450 kilos. Seems pretty decent. You can take this one on the Golden Toge. I'll do it after this, okay? I'll do it. I know this guy wants me to take it out on the Golden Toge, but I'll do it after. After the Goodwood Festival of Speed. But yeah, man, I miss it because it was a track again that was back in GT6, and that was honestly super fun to try and go and play on. There it is. Boom. Let's send it. It's got a lot of plays. It's got a lot of likes, which is good. But yeah, I do know the layout of the track. Every year I do watch highlights of the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Hillclimb cars. There's loads of ridiculous and weird things that are being brought up there. So, yeah, it should be fun. We'll see what this is like. It's not a very long track, so it's only like half a minute runs, pretty much. 40-second runs, 30-second runs, something like that, depending on the car, really. So it's not a particularly... Oh, that's a good spawn point. It's not a particularly long track, so don't expect me to spend a lot of time on this. But that's why I'm trying to start with this. This is actually really well made. I'm staring at the minimap, by the way. Into the hay bales. I'm joking. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm doing it with a car that I've never driven before, so I don't know how much this thing like leans or how much this grip does this thing actually have. Oh god, I kind of want to send it up again. It's missing the elevation. It's missing the uppityness. Ah, it's missing that basically the hill climb part of the hill climb. Especially after the bit where I crashed, there is a portion of it where it kind of just it increased, like the elevation just goes up by a lot. Like the layout was perfectly fine. From what I can remember, memory-wise. Oh, it's one of those as well. Yeah, there's no elevation. Especially this part right here. There should be a big incline here. The track is cool. I like it. It's just, again, there's no elevation to it, which is a bit boring. I feel like I don't really want to spend too long doing this on the same track, so I'll give it a like and I'll move on. Yeah, man. Again, it's just the hill climb part of the hill climb is missing out of this, which kind of is disappointing. But anyway, let's try out this person's tune on the track that they wanted me to initially try it on, because obviously, you know, this is what he sent the tune for. But I wanted to bring it on the Hillclimb just because, you know, I thought it'd be quite fun. So it's at the top of S1. One second, let me bring up the leaderboards themselves. Car is built at the top of S1. It's quite fast. 700 horsepower is a lot. I don't know if it's going to beat anything at the very top of S1. I'm expecting this thing to be quite quick, just not at the very top. From the way it drives, I want to say maybe like a 415, maybe 415, 416, something like that. Because I'm looking at the times here, and I know the cars that are going around this track, and I remember some of them anyway. I'm gonna say maybe like a 415, 416. If I can drive faster, then that's better. The person whose tune this is gonna be happier with me being able to drive faster. Should I turn off the driving line? Completely forgot about it. Actually, I'm gonna do that now because it's gonna be very, very irritating, especially on this track. This track does not need the braking line. Because it's not the same as the other tracks. Because the braking line still follows the regular road that's on it. Whereas this, since this is made narrower, it's not going to be the exact same. I need to brake or not brake in certain areas. Even though the game's going to tell me to brake. Being rear-wheel drive is very nice. It's very, very welcomed. Do love me my rear-wheel drive builds. Okay. Tad bit understeery, which is a bit strange, since this does have slicks on it. I think I am trying to push it a lot faster than what the car's aero is capable of doing. What I mean by that is, if I send it a bit too fast through some of the corners, I will end up understeering or oversteering. I don't know how much downforce this guy's end up putting through the car. So like here, I feel like I should have been able to go a little bit faster through those corners. It does have the power to pick up the pace. Yeah, very understeering that. In that corner there. It's fairly predictable though, so it's like, it's easy to... Oop, that's my fault. It's easy to know where the front end is going to go after you go through a few corners. So it's not like difficult to control or anything. It's just there's a bit of a weird limit with this car. Yeah, it's a very strange limit with this car, which it seems like it's a lot lower than what I think it would be. Talking about the limit of its grip. I'll try properly slow down as well for the gap. It's good. The scratch is fine, just as long as I don't fully stop. What did I say? 415, 416, right? That's what I said. I think that might be very accurate, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a tiny bit even slower than that. Maybe like 418 maybe? Hopefully not. I'll try to keep the car in check as much as I possibly can. Not too much sliding or anything. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Oh my god, this is gonna be so close. There's no way, bro, I can read the car before it goes on the track. That's stupid. Just from driving it on the Hillclimb, I've managed to read the car so well that I could tell what time it was gonna get. Bro, is there even a point of me driving the cars anymore on this track? I'll just drive around in free roam and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna get like this time. And I just there's no point of playing the Golden Doggy. Bro, what the fuck? 415. Yeah. That puts it for the fourth on the list? Fourth or fifth. I haven't actually changed the list too much. I mean, to be honest with you, the last few cars that we were driving around on this track that weren't at the top of the class, right? So I didn't really add them on the list. Or maybe I should. but I don't think I added them onto the list. I need to go back and actually add them to the times. This one I'll definitely come back and I'll add it to the times. I don't think we've had a 599 on this track before. No, there isn't one on this track that I can see from just staring at it now. Yeah, like, the car is fine. It just is a sense of, like, I don't know. Maybe it's your suspension setup. Maybe it's your suspension setup. Maybe the way you built it makes it seem a little bit too, like, too weird to drive. The thing is, though, it's not a difficult car to control, like I said. Once you take it through some of the corners, it's very, very easy. But it just doesn't feel like it has 700 horsepower, this car. I think maybe he's lengthened the gears out or something like that, just to try and, you know, prevent the wheels from losing traction when I floor it out of corners. Which I kind of understand, but I feel like having that extra little, like, if I can get it so if I fully floor it out of corners when I'm cornering, the wheels try to slip from underneath me, at least at that point I kind of know where the limit is, right? Because now it just feels like I'm driving under the limit, if that makes sense. And that's kind of what I said when I was driving this thing. It feels like its limit, the car's limit itself, limit of grip and limit of everything, it's just a tiny bit lower than what it should be in S1. Now, I could blame the tune, but I could also just blame the car itself. Maybe the car just isn't very good for stuff like this, you know? I mean, it's a Ferrari GTO, so technically it should be very good to handle this, but I know the difference between this car and like the 599XX, right? I know how much of more of a race car that car is compared to this, if that makes sense, right? Like, that thing has insane amount of grip, whether it's cornering grip or braking grip or whatever. It has a stupid amount of grip compared to this car here. Like, this obviously more street legal car, it doesn't really have the same, I guess, characteristics as that one. Like, it feels a little bit softer. It feels like like I said, like the limit is a lot lower. There is probably a way you can fix this. Again, I would really ideally want to have maybe just a little bit of slip in the corners, because at that point I kind of know where its limit is. Because like I said, now it just feels like I'm way under its limit, you know, what it could possibly do. And it just doesn't feel like maybe it's fully built for this track, because he did say that it's built for racetracks and the Golden Tuggy. I mean, you can pick one or the other, because both of those sentences don't really go together that well. One of them can be good for going around like the Nordschleife type of track, you know, like that type of stuff, or, you know, the open world racing events that you have in this game, you know, like the rival events and all that sort of stuff, or online racing. It could be good for stuff like that, but it can't be good for the Golden Tuggy, because the Golden Tuggy is a completely different type of build that you need for this. Like, you need an absolute shitload of grip, you need the car to be super, super lightweight, and basically you just need to keep your speed up as much as you possibly can through these corners. You don't really need a huge amount of horsepower, you know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, because there are A-class cars in this game that I have that are just, you can make them so fast that you can basically teeter on to like where the top of S1 cars are in some situations, you know what I mean? You can get cars to be very, very fast on this track. You just, again, you need as much lightness as possible and a huge amount of grip. You don't necessarily need all-wheel drive, as this guy has proven. You can have a rear-wheel drive car with 700 horsepower and somehow still manage to not make the wheels slip at all, or like just the tiniest bit of slip. Like there, like, I'm coming out of corners flooring it, by the way. You know, like, I should have at least a little bit more throttle control, but I don't need to, because, like I said, I can just floor out of corners. It's weird. It's a weird thing to kind of explain this car to you guys, but yeah, I just don't think this car is good enough for the Golden Tuggy. It's built alright, it's fine, but I don't think initially this car was made for this track. I think it was made for a different track, and he just sent it in because obviously I've showcased this track on the channel more recently, and obviously he wanted this car to go on to see what it could do, which is fine as well at the same time. If you guys have anything to send me, if you guys have tunes to send me, if you guys have tracks to send me, go over to my Discord. Link to that is down below in the description. You can check it out. You can send stuff over in the Discord. You can send pretty much whatever you want over for me to try out in future videos if you guys want that. But also, of course, don't forget that I'm live streaming, so I'll put a link to my Twitch down there as well. You can check it out. But this was it for today's video. I initially just wanted to check out the Goodwood Festival Speed Hillclimb, but then I was like, you know what? Just because I know that it's going to be a short track, it'd be a good idea to maybe test someone's car out on it. And, you know, obviously, since this guy said, you know, check it out on the Golden Toge, might as well add that as well into this video. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit more than extra for today's video, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed this one. I thought this was a fun one to record. That's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.